the code of the town of Bolton. So with that, why don't we, can you unmute the applicant and have them walk through their application, Erica?
Sure.
Mhm.
Can you hear us?
Yep.
Hi.
All right.
So I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do, but we'll certainly do our best.
So why don't you start by, if Erica could bring up your application, and the plans and the photos, what you submitted, and really, if you can speak to the specific conditions, there's that 4.2.1 and 4.2.2, 3 and 4 that you outlined in your document to, address for a variance to be given or granted. There are certain conditions that have to be met, and you've documented them in your application. So if you could just walk us through those, and then if Erica could bring up the actual plans, and you can sort of highlight or walk us through where the situations are and whatnot, we can then work from that.
Perfect.
Mhm.
So this is Jessica. I'll sort of take a lead. Tony, help me out here. So our backyard, as you can see, is certainly not any sort of square. Right there in the middle behind the existing dwelling, to the left of where the proposed pool would be, is that massive amount of ledge that you see in the photographs that we sent through. So when we were looking at areas in which to put a pool for our family's use, we really were only left with the back right corner. When we looked at some of the varying ways in which to put the pool, we've tried to slice and dice it and move it in different angles. No matter where we landed, we have some ledge removal to do, but this, where we're looking to put it and asking for the relief today, sort of gives us the least amount of ledge removal and makes it not so cost prohibitive for us to do the project, because even where it is still today, there is some ledge removal. So what we were looking at trying to do was to put it in a place in which relief today was sort of not sticking out like the front yard for all the neighborhood to see, but really just trying to tuck it back in that back corner where it would be maybe least sort of invasive to even the neighbors, because their yards or their houses are located not anywhere near sort of that back corner. So that's.
Yeah, and I suppose what is not noticed here is the topography. But if you take a look at where it says well, from that point back to the left, it tapers off on a drastic angle, and that wraps around the side and the front of the house. So there's really, I guess the first thing anyone would say is, well, go ahead and put it on this side, but you can't, just because I really off that side of the house have, I think it's 15, maybe 20 feet before there's a steady drop off to the driveway for that lot that you see there.
Okay.
And the houses that are surrounding, for instance, lot 33 towards the top, their house is closer to the road. So the actual dwelling is higher than the 33. And then the lot that's to my left, that house is also probably where the lot 33 is. If you were to go all the way there, their house is tucked in back in that direction. So from an ability to view it from their homes, there is trees and everything all surrounding this. So it's not like it's directly in their backyard. It's not an eyesore. It's not, I'd like to think that there's no issue with it on their sides. But
have you spoken to or reached out to your neighbors where it's going to encroach on their lot lines?
Yeah, so we talked to the Rices, their lot 33, talked to Adam and Sarah about it, and they didn't seem to have any concerns when we talked to them. Quite frankly, they're actually pretty excited because we have no pins on marking the properties. So we have Seth Donahoe from Ducharme Dillis coming out and dropping all the pins to make sure that we, are crystal clear on where the lot lines are. So they're actually, they think this is a great project because now they get their lot line mapped, but they didn't have any concerns. And they were the ones that, because it's on that side, that we wanted to make sure we reached out to.
Their
what
house,
are the,
I believe their house would be the closest to the pool.
the lot 33?
Yes.
Yeah. Where is that? Erica, can you tell where the house is situated on that one?
I can pull up our GIS from our town's website. If you'd like to look at the aerial, I can certainly do that.
Oh, yeah, that may be helpful.
Yeah, it'll just take me a second to bring it up.
What is to the left of lot 33, that open space there?
That's a lot from that's a lot from Harvard Road. There,
Okay.
so this is all actually just their back sort of wooded area.
Yeah.
So is it like conservation land, or is it actually some of the property line?
No, it's a
No,
property.
it's a property.
Okay. And is there are you seeking variance from that lot as well?
Yeah, so it's the way we were looking at it, and we're trying to, this is sort of a guess on where we're looking to push the pool, but yes, it would be the 10 feet from the back and that one side. It's that really just that corner.
Yeah.
Situated, so it ends up being both because the back property line isn't sort of straight across.
Okay.
Can the board see the aerial that I've brought up?
Yes.
So the parcel in yellow is 21 Fieldstone Way.
So the parcel in yellow is the applicant's, right?
Correct.
So where your cursor is where the pool would be going.
That would be, yeah, that would be right.
So it is, if we look at that,
Can you move out a little more so we can see where the is situated on the Harvard Road site?
That's 7C60.
it's. Mhm.
Yeah.
So would you have to do any type of fencing around the pool or?
So we have in the plans today, we have an automatic safety cover that goes directly over the pool. So basically anytime that the pool's not in use, it's got a direct cover because we have 4 small boys. So that's been sort of our main focus is just around that safety feature. So we opted for the safety cover.
Okay.
So with that, there's not a need for a fence.
There's no need for, okay, because how many feet is it off the required setbacks, Erica?
I believe it's 10 feet from rear and side.
So
In that back corner.
the reason I asked about the fencing was if they had to put a fence in, then it would probably even have to, account for some offset even off the fence. So, but if they don't need a fence with the type of pool, then I guess that's fine.
Hi, may I ask a question?
Sure. Please identify your name and address, please.
Absolutely. I'm Chris Demers. I'm at 331 Harvard Road.
Mhm.
I am the Harvard Road abutter.
Okay.
So I'm on tonight because I just wanted to clarify where the pool was relative. I don't even know where we abut, and I think the GIS wasn't up long enough for me to determine that, but my only concern was where was the pool relative to my lot line. So I think I'm down
So
in the,
so Eric is going to bring that GIS back up.
so in the 6 o'clock direction, that should be me.
Right. So this, plot that's 7.C-60, we believe that's your lot. Is that correct, Erica?
That I believe so. Is your last name spelled D-O-I-G?
No, DEMERS.
Yeah.
So
What's the address number?
331 Harvard Road.
31. Is that,
I would have butt on my eastern lot line. If I look out my back and look due east, I can see the common driveway that runs behind their property.
Okay, so this is 331 Harvard Road right here.
Yeah,
okay.
okay. Can you just move the cursor where the property line abuts, just kind of go back, just jiggle it back and forth?
So this is the Bradica's property right here.
Oh,
So there's no common, I don't believe there's any common property line with your
Okay.
property.
I agree. I thought there wasn't. I knew I was a butter to the house immediately to the right, to the left of your cursor. And that proves out that little short little, okay.
So Chris, and also if you look at that to the left of your highlighted property, that 109, it looks like is the applicants, and that little opening to the top of that that property is where the pool is.
Oh, okay. You're right. Okay. Yep. I was surprised that I got a letter because I didn't think I was a butter, and it doesn't look like I am.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
You.
All right. So is it, Erica, was it 10 feet off the side and off the rear, or how is?
That's correct. That's how it's labeled on the plan. So if you see here, they've marked it as 10
Oh,
feet on this side
Mhm.
and 10 feet on the you know, the
On this
rear
side.
property side.
It's really just that corner, because as the way the lot goes and the way they would be structuring the pool, it's actually just that one corner that ends up being the 10 off of both. And then it kind of comes further away from the property line.
If it wasn't situated in a sort of perpendicular to the house, parallel to the house, would it be any type of less relief required?
No, so that's what we were trying to play around with. We did try to move it around a few different ways. We even had them dig test holes to try to work around any of this in the ledge, and we couldn't figure out a way to fit it in another way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the middle step back of the home on the back, there's also currently a deck off of that. And then from that corner, everything slopes down towards the well and
Okay.
drops off.
I see.
Yeah.
Gerard, would you like me to pull the pictures up?
Yeah, those would be helpful too.
Okay.
Thanks. Erica.
So that's directly off of the center of the house where Tony was saying that we have the deck. That's what you're starting to see where the ledge is visible. And then from to the left of that, it all is on a downhill. And then to the right goes up, and that's where we're looking to put the pool on that particular picture.
Yeah, that's the ledge. You see to the far left, there's the well.
Mhm. Are there ledge outcroppings on the actual land, or is all in the border around the land?
No, it's all in our backyard.
It's all within the actual,
Yep.
Mhm.
I think if I think there was another one where you could see that you could see all the dirt from all the test holes that we were digging to try to find
Mhm.
ways to manipulate it.
Can you flip through some of those photos, Erica?
Yep, can you see the other ones I'm pulling up or no?
I just see one on my screen, but
This is
Yeah,
it.
no,
So this, you're not,
we've just seen the one.
okay, I apologize. I thought because I was in one program, I must have to stop share and share them individually.
okay.
Okay.
So this is the back corner of the pool, the property line facing the house. So this is the idea of the far end of the pool would kind of be at the bottom of this picture, and it would go towards the house itself.
Uh-huh. So the area cleared, is that area where the pool would be on, or is it within the green space? I can't.
It would be both.
It would be both. It'd be
Okay.
going lengthwise towards the house. So part of it would be on that lawn portion, and part of it is up towards this
Okay.
stump and other portion.
Oh, okay.
Can you see that new picture?
Mhm.
Yep. Mhm.
Trying to think.
Image 7 would be kind of the idea from the end of the driveway towards the back of the house or towards the back of the property line.
Okay. Okay.
This is image 7.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this is what Tony said before. This is standing on the driveway or right by the driveway, and how the pool would actually run exactly right in that spot that we're showing you in this picture.
Mhm. Right.
And so you can see where all that dirt and stuff is. That's where all of the test holes were dug. There were some dug in the grass, and then there were some dug even back further. I'm not sure if you can see, to try to run it, even if we turned it completely and ran it a different way or did a different shape.
Okay. Mhm. And so from what I see, if you walk down to the left of the tree line, it does slope down. And does that just you say it carries around the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it drops off completely to the driveway, that shared driveway that we have that wraps sort of around our property. It falls off completely, and it goes all the way around the side of our house like that.
Okay. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. So do any of the butters that you've spoken with that you share the property line with, either to send any type of letter of acknowledging that they're fine with it encroaching upon their property line, even though their homes aren't visibly there, but
No, I don't have any letters.
okay. Have you had any communication, Erica, from anyone that be contrary to what they asserted, that the butters are fine with the property being, the pool being situated there?
I have not received any emails or phone calls from any abutters regarding this application.
Okay. But they all received notice, correct? Mhm.
They did. Yep. So abutters within 300 feet received notice.
Okay. So you want to pull up the application again, and we'll just walk through those 4 conditions?
Sure.
Do we know that fencing is not required for this? Is the building inspector been asked about that? I know they
Yeah,
said
yes.
they were having some special pool cover put on, but go ahead.
Just for clarification, Jessica, is this the electronic, like, retractable cover that locks?
Yes, that's exactly what
Okay,
it is.
so that does constitute fencing around the pool.
So it negates.
I did have a discussion with the building inspector about that type of pool cover.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that would be if we were to, make a, we'll walk through these items, but if we were to make a vote, that I would want to be sure to spell that out as a condition that they're going to use a, whatever is the required fencing type, so that if someone were to, put a cap of some other type of top on it, but it's not the right one, that, we don't want to have a safety feature, issue. So,
And that's something that will be reviewed as they move along, if it, this variance is granted and they move along in the building permit process.
mhm.
Obviously, that's something that will be reviewed again by the building inspector. So
Okay, so do we wouldn't have to reference a particular model?
not necessarily, we certainly could, but, or the board could certainly do that, but it is something that gets reviewed during the building permit process. So the building inspector would, have final say on that.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, so, so the first condition, deals with the circumstances relating to the soil condition, shape, and topography of the land or structures, so they've spoken about their irregular shape with the different points and angles and the ledge, prominence of a ledge on the property. So, and the way they're trying to do the offsets between septic and leach fields, and leaving that one spot. So the second would be the little enforcement involves substantial hardship, financial or otherwise. So they have speak to the high cost of ledge removal, would be cost prohibitive and make it financially unfeasible. So they speak to that one. What do they have for the third and fourth, Erica? You drop that down, please. Yeah. So desired relief may be granted without substantial detriment to public good. So you want to speak to this one, either the applicant, Jessica, or your husband?
Sure. So what we were just trying to go for is this is just a recreational pool for our family's use. We tried to be really conscious of, it's still on our property. All of the trees would remain, keeping our lot private and also keeping our neighbors' lots private. So it's not sort of an eyesore. It's not out in the middle. And it would be, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just a residential pool.
Okay. And 4.2.4, Erica, can you drop down to there? Similar impact. Yeah. Okay. Does the board have any questions?
Yeah, I just want to confirm that the abutters, the neighbor's house, it's pretty much in the middle of their lot, right? So it's not really anywhere near the lot line, I believe.
Which one's that?
Yeah.
Your neighbor's house?
Yes, it's towards the, you're talking about 33, lot 33?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam and Sarah's house is much closer to the road. It's not near their house. And you can't tell in this picture, but probably where the, how they have that little notch out on the side, if you took the higher portion here and drew a line straight across, their property actually drops off into ours. So their house is up significantly higher than our house.
Yeah.
I think on the GIS map, you could see that their house was much closer.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, where their tree line starts in the back is where it drops off and then comes into ours.
Yeah, so it's way up there.
Mhm.
Again, where Erica's cursor is, or that eye, that's where the pool
Yeah.
is. And then the other lot, it's way up. Yeah, you can see that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
There's mostly trees all around it, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Mm, so. Okay,
I don't have any questions.
oh, thanks, Brian.
I'm all set.
Okay. Are you
Same here.
Andy? But for the, you know, to make sure for the covering, you know, qualifying for the fencing.
I'm sorry, say it again?
No, I was asking Andy, one of the board members, if he's, you know, have any other questions, or is he satisfied? But for the, you know, just be sure that the covering qualifies as a fencing. Who's Andy?
I'm all set.
No. Okay. If we don't have any other further questions, is there a motion to?
I'm all set.
Oh, thanks. So I was saying, with that, if there's no questions, everyone's set or have had a chance to ask their questions, is there a motion to approve the application for the dimensions as shown here for the
I would make a motion to approve the pool positioning and construction based on the submitted plans shown here.
okay.
Second,
Okay, so we have a motion to approve with you know, substantial conformity to what has been presented here, and that the you know, the record will show that the pool cover that they reference will qualify for the fencing, and that will be you know, monitored by the building inspector. So we have that seconded. So Erica, you want to do a call?
Roll call of the board. Chairman Gerard Ahern,
Yes.
Brian Holmes,
yes.
Andy Kishton,
Yes.
Bradley Reed,
Yes,
and Kay Stoner.
Yes,
Okay, so that looks like that that was all five, Erica?
Yeah, that was a unanimous vote.
Okay, perfect. Well then, will you just describe the process now? It'll get, the decision will be drafted, and then you know, the wait period for appeal.
Sure. So I will work with the chairman to draft the decision, and then he will sign on behalf of the board. And from there, I have essentially within 14 days to file that with the town clerk's office. And once that's filed, that begins a 20-day appeal period. And then from there, the town will notify you if we receive any appeals, and if not, we will send the original for you to record at the Registry of Deeds.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, have a good holiday season.
Thank
You all
you.
as well. Thank you.
Thanks again.
See ya.
I,
Perfect. And then Eric, do we have minutes to approve?
We do. I
Mhm.
can pull them up.
Perfect. like your power of positive thinking too, saying they approved it December 1. Wow. But they were good. I sent my concurrence in earlier on an email, but
Oh, yes, I guess I did kind of jump the gun there, but
I took a second when I first pulled them up. I'm like, oh, these ones are already approved. So I was looking for another set. And then I said, wait a second, that's today.
Yeah, look at these as well. I didn't see anything, but I'll look
Yeah.
again.
Mhm. Mhm. So, you want to flip to the next page if people have already
Yeah.
read through those, or, you know, all right, there we go. That was so as I noted, I'm fine with them. I think they record the meeting very well.
Yep, me as well.
Yeah, I looked them over. They look good to me.
I pass your muster, Kay?
Yep.
Perfect, all right. So we have a motion to approve the minutes.
I move that we approve the minutes.
Seconded.
There we go.
Who was that, the second?
Brad,
Thanks, Brad. All right.
all in favor by roll call. Chairman Gerard Ahern,
Yes,
Ryan Holmes,
yes.
Andy Kishitz,
Yes.
Bradley Reed,
Yes.
and Kay Stoner.
Yes.
okay, so that passes. So I guess with that, you know, unless anyone has any other points for discussion, we could do a motion to adjourn.
Gerard, do you mind if I just confirm our next
Sure.
meeting date?
No,
I had sent an email yesterday. Unfortunately, the Clinton item did not advertise the legal notice as confirmed for the December 14th hearing. So we're going to need to move that to December 21st. Based on the results of the last doodle poll, I believe all the members are available, but I wanted to confirm again before I went ahead and advertised.
right.
Yeah, that's good with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all set.
I'm good.
All right. Thank you. So December 21st will be our next meeting.
That same time, 6 p.m.?
Yep.
Okay. And that's for the barn?
That's correct. Yep.
And so the barn that they put in without a building permit is now causing the requirement for a variance. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. So they'll have to be conditioned to get a building permit if we were to approve it. Yeah.
This no business travel makes scheduling meetings pretty easy.
A little easier, right? You know.
Yeah.
But it is getting close to, you know, closer to year end and holiday times and whatever.
Right.
With COVID, you really can't, you know, can't do too many things.
Right. I'm not doing anything anyways. I'm here.
Yeah. Did you put in a rink?
I put the frame up this weekend. I haven't put the tarp down,
I did the
but I
same.
will.
I framed it, staked it, and leveled it. My neighbor brought over his
Yeah.
fence and we leveled. So I'm doing the same. Just waiting for the tarps here, and we're waiting to
Yeah.
get the weather.
I might throw it down this weekend. We'll see.
Yeah. With the wind and rain last night, I'm glad I didn't. It probably would have been
Yeah.
shredded.
Yeah, exactly. We're filled with leaves.
Right. That too. All right, Joe.
All right.
holding anyone's night, then we have a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Thanks.
Second,
Second, okay.
All in favor by roll call? Gerard Ahern,
Yes.
Brian Holmes,
yes.
Andy Kishitz,
Yeah.
Bradley Reed,
Yes.
and Kay Stoner.
Yes.
All right, thank you, everyone.
All right, have a good night, everyone. Thanks.